people in this city are very beautiful. It must be hard for newcomers to get attention. Not that I'm afraid of a little competition.
Alright, welcome everyone to a new episode of Silver Hands. And in the previous episode we joined the companions, right? If you remember, we went to Jorrvaskr and joined the companions. And we got a first set of Radiant quests from them, from E.L.A. and Farkas. So we have 5 Radiant quests. We need to collect bear pelts. We need to intimidate one guy here. We need to kill the leader of this camp and clear out this cave and kill a wolf. So essentially 5 quests, 2 of them in the Reach and 2 of them in Falkreath. Okay, and the animal pelt collection, we need to collect bear pelts, so we need to find bears. So I guess we head to the Reach, finish these 2 tasks, come back to Falkreath, finish these 2, and then get back to Whiterun. Okay, so that's the plan. So let's get going. We need some kind of a food that gives us a stamina boost. Vegetable soup. Alright, 1 stamina per second. That's good. Also, stamina regenerates 23% faster for 300 seconds. Let's do that. So now we can keep running like an Energizer bunny. Minerva can keep running. But still, look at the drain. Wow. Heavy armor, huh? Who are you?
Need something?
Scavenger. So the team has decided that one way they'll travel by foot to save money, and on the way back they'll take public transport. They'll take the carriage. Public transport, yes. Hello, giant. Tomorrow is Sunday. Sundas, sorry. And
That's what I call teamwork.
tomorrow is no work day. So let's see, maybe we'll pitch camp in the Reach somewhere and go to a cool spot, I guess. Because no one wants to work on Sundas, right? Alright. The Whiterun Tundra is so beautiful.
You remind me of Topal the pilot, drifting to new worlds while searching.
Alright. What is this? Harvest rabbit? Knife? What? Okay, that sounds cursed. friggin' skull. Alright. So we have to climb up, right?
Make you too curious.
Freaking archer, man.
Pray we will see another.
Right, we are almost there. Oh yeah, that is the town of Lenalton, and towards there you have the town of Makat's side. So Lenalton, Makat's side, and at the end of this road we have Amberguard, of course. And we should find some Forsworn here, or did we slaughter them? Okay. These guys have to go.
Come on, he's not so tough.
Let's keep going. So we need to kill a wolf here. Okay, good. So the wolf was inside this home and we had to kill it. This reminds me of a Daggerfall quest, right? Daggerfall had such handcrafted radiant quests where you had to enter a home and kill a creature. Oh well. That's done. It's getting late. So we have to go to Ruka Leap Redoubt. Alright. I guess we do it at night. Yeah. What time is it? It is 6 PM. Yeah, we can do it. So let's climb down. Well done. Alright, we're still supposed to kill the Briarheart here, right? Okay, got it.
Come here. I've had enough of you.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy.
The Silverblood family owns half the reach. This is my land.
That is so funny, man. A stealth archer is extremely useful backup weapon, right? Oh, they have a staff. Okay.
Please don't get
Takes care of this group.
Everybody else?
There may be more challenges to come.
Nice skill book. Okay. And we have a cave bear pelt, but we need bear pelts, right? This won't count. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, we have a bear pelt. Alright, one. Yeah, one. So we need one more. Alright, let's get out of here. We're done. So we've completed Uninvited Guest and Trouble in Skyrim. Anyway, let's head to Falkreath. So I shall see you guys once we are near Greywater Grotto. Okay. We've completed our business here at the Reach. Alright, welcome everybody. Today is Sandas. And today is no work day, as you know. So we will disable all the quests and we'll go on an adventure. Right? Amelie and Balgus.
Tell me what you need.
So where are we going?
We should
Yeah.
pray at the Shrine of Dibella. I'm feeling a little unclean.
Sure, after our adventure, okay? She always wants to go to the Shrine of Dibella on Sundays. Maybe we should take her there. The idea is to climb this hill and go up and see what's there, okay? That's the idea, and they had a good night's sleep here at the Forsworn camp. So they decided, hey, let's check out this hill. So that's our Sandas adventure. No work today. Oh wow. Oh no. That was so dumb. Mura Tapinella? Give me that. Oh yeah, this way, right? Wow, what a place. And look at these flowing rivers, right? Wow. The Skyrim flowing rivers is something else. It's just phenomenal. We don't have such rivers in Oblivion, we don't have it in Morrowind, of course. And even in Starfield, we don't have such gushing rivers, right? So, it's unique. And I hope we get it in Elder Scrolls 6. Oh wow, what a view of the Reach. Alright. This way.
All right.
Horses. Oh, I can listen to a bear. Okay. Ooh, freaking bear, man. Alright. Yeah, great. That completes that quest. What is this? Alright, this bear is dead. Let's see. Spectacular views from here. Okay, we make a weekly payment to Amali. That's good. What do we have here? I've never been here, you know? Wow. Cliffside retreat. Hey. Who are you, sir?
Greetings, traveler. My name is Gerard. What brings you here to this remote outpost?
We just came here for the spectacular view. Today's Sundas.
Yes, that's the second most common reason people make the hike up this mountain. The most common being to get away from something. For me, that meant 3 somethings. 3 wives, to be exact. 3 of the angriest, meanest witches you'll ever have the displeasure of knowing.
Oh wow, 3 wives? Your wives sound like a problem. I could make them disappear. A divorce means cutting the ball and chain. You seem to carry them with you.
Well, that's what happens when you put 3 separate buns in the oven. When it comes time to make a clean break, you can't. There's mouths to feed, and you have to feed them. If I were a sensible man, I'd kill all 6 of the hungry bastards. But I'm not one for violence.
You seem to have difficulties with marriage.
You're half right. I was always great at getting married, but staying married was another issue altogether. I don't know why either. I'm a docile man. Never raised my voice, never unfaithful to any of them. Just unlucky in love, I guess. I don't know if you have a spouse, but if you ever want to know what married life is like, it's pretty easy to replicate. Fill a bucket with spiders, place it on your head, and then bang it all night with a spoon. Now, if you want the gory details, I can give you those too. Maybe passing on some frightening tales will scare you off making your own prison vows.
Wow, 3 wives. That's insane. Tell me about your first wife.
I had been exploring a dwarven ruin, working my way through a long passageway that led to a balcony overlooking a deep pit. She came bursting through from the opposite balcony, a Redguard mage in blue robes. For an instant, our eyes met, our wordless stare saying what we both already knew. The treasure lied somewhere at the bottom, about the same distance from both of us. It was an old-fashioned foot race.
Really?
I must have stared a little too long, because before I knew it, she'd made it halfway down the walkway. But while she was fast, I was faster, and a better fighter. I sped down to the ground floor, storming through armies of dwarven spiders. At last I reached the great hall, where the treasure awaited, sitting on a platform of smooth stone. Only when I reached out to open it, I found my hand frozen in place.
What manner of sorcery was it?
I take it you're not too familiar with magic then. Or at least that particular spell. I was paralyzed. Turns out the mage was skilled in alteration. She let me get ahead of her so I could clear the ruins. And when I was but a hair's breadth away from my prize, she made her move. I stood there helpless as she walked right past me and opened the chest. After taking a peek inside, to my surprise, she closed it. It turns out she was less interested in the contents of the chest as she was in what lay under my curious.
You buried her.
We spent the next 6 nights together and got married on the 7th. Funny thing is, the first thing she ever said to me was, "I do." If only it were the last thing she ever said, too. You know, I never did find out what was in that treasure chest.
What happened with the second wife?
My second wife was a good woman, but a terrible cook. Put condiments on everything. Pickled sauces from Cyrodiil, mustards and mayonnaise from High Rock, always with the Breton mayonnaise, on salads, meats, even cakes. If you've ever had it, it's the disgusting slime made from egg yolk, lemon juice, and oil of the olive. She even thought it made an adequate substitute for sunshine sauce. I've never tasted a worse soufflé in all my years. The one thing it does go well with is bread. And of course she never bothered to use it as a spread.
Really?
I swallowed that garbage for 3 years, but what I did is stop showing up for meals. She thought I was cheating on her. I was, but not with another woman. It was with another cook.
Huh. What about a third wife?
Well, if nothing else, I tried something different. The first wife wasn't much of a talker, and the second wife was a bad cook. So the third was a chef with a knack for speech, and could talk the wheels off of a carriage if you let her get started. Only most of the time she didn't talk. She nagged. I'd come home from a long day and she'd have a list of chores for me to do. Which was fine, except she wanted them all done at once.
Wow. This stuff happens in Tamriel too? What do you mean?
She wanted me to wipe the counter as I set the table, sweep the floor while I burned the trash. I told her I only had but 2 hands. No chance in winning that argument. Could talk the fur off a Khajiit, that woman. So instead of coming home to a list of chores and an ornery wife, I stopped coming home.
These stories don't explain how the marriages ended.
Alright. I guess I wasn't being entirely truthful when I said I was never unfaithful. I mean, yes, I never bedded a woman who wasn't my wife. It's just that I was married to all 3 at the same time.
Ooh.
And when they found out, well, let's just say having 3 pregnant ladies wanting you dead tends to build up a bit of animosity on both sides.
Wow. What a dude. You are despicable. This is what Minerva's going to tell him. Because she hates this. I like these role-playing options.
Hey, stranger. That's uncalled for. I've made mistakes, but not the kind that require payment in blood. I'm a peaceful hunter who doesn't like violence, yet my wife seeks retribution through death. Although they do have a sick sense of humor about it. Apparently, the bandits they hired to deliver me to the Void were bought with my coin. Coin I continue to send them as proof of my sincerity.
Wow, this guy is screwed. Okay, how have you managed to evade these mercenaries?
My secret is simple. It's a lot easier to evade a dead man than a live one. And I've killed every sellsword those harpies have sent after me. Truth is, I don't live in this remote outpost to run from my pursuers. I do it to trap them. The cliffs provide an excellent vantage point. The terrain is mostly uphill, and there's plenty of cover to hide and ambush a group of mercs.
Oh wow, this guy's fighting them. Essentially, the 3 babes are sending sellswords and mercenaries to kill this guy. Alright.
About time.
What a dude. What a dude. Alright, let's go check out that tree. You know, there was an interesting tree there. I'm sure that guy is from interesting NPCs, right? That's for sure. Yeah, he had all that backstory and so much of dialogue, so it has to be interesting NPCs. I will double check. Right, this place. Yeah, that one. See, I was looking at that bird's nest, you know. Minerva, what do you want to do? You want to get that? Are you ready? Oh. Easy. Easy. Can I take the egg? Oh, of course. Awesome. Alright, can we? Oh, leaps of faith. Alright, look at that. Oh. Super cool. So that actually is a quest, right? So you have 12 leaps of faith all around Skyrim, and we found one. So bloody awesome. I wish even they would jump, but they didn't. Alright, so this is Sundas, and the team is having a great time, chilling, going to mountaintops, and they'll camp here for the night. And next morning, Minerva and gang will walk to Makat, take a carriage to Falkreath, and we have one more job here, Greywater Grotto. So I shall see you guys once we are near the cave, okay? Happy Sundas. What a spectacular view, huh? Alright everybody, the team took a carriage from Makat all the way to Falkreath, and then they are outside the Greywater Grotto. So let's go see what we find here. So we are just supposed to clear out the grotto, right? Okay. Wow, what? It just says return to E.L.A. What happened here?
From the looks of this deer, it looks like it was felled by a blade, not by beasts.
Right. Is somebody here? Let's investigate.
They won't be learning anything now that they're dead.
What? What a haunting tune. Who is that?
Greetings, fellow traveller. I apologise for my singing. I didn't realise I had an audience. Sometimes fashion myself a bard or a sword singer of legend.
That's a beautiful song, yeah. That's exactly what Minerva felt, right?
It's more ominous than beautiful. But I suppose its melody won't lack for suitors. Maybe not now, but in time.
The melody you sung, it's not as common as some of the other local favorites.
No, I imagine it isn't. Few have ever heard it, and even fewer understand what it's about. Some say it's a quiet song of glory, while others will tell you it tells the loudest of tragedies. You see, to be a companion, to be part of the circle, one must give up a piece of their humanity. It was not something I was willing to give. So I left my shield brothers and sisters and set out on my own. I figured I needed time to myself, and I've grown weary of saying goodbye.
So at this point, Minerva does not know about this. You know, she does not know about the companions and the circle being werewolves, right? So she's going to talk to Fiona, and she's going to understand what the companions are all about, right? At this point, she's just going to say, what? Humanity?
Not at all. The choice was easy. I've always been suspicious of easy power. The only strength that you can truly rely on is the kind that's earned.
Have you ever thought of returning to the companions?
No. And it has nothing to do with the circle. That's why I left, but there's a different reason why I won't return.
What's the reason you won't return to Jorrvaskr?
When I was a child, I thought of nothing else but joining the fabled companions. Not out of some desire to be a hero, but because I believed there was no safer place to live than inside the great mead hall of Jorrvaskr. I remember kneeling on the steps, drenched in wet rags, the clouds practically screaming the rain. I must have looked so pitiful, begging Skjor to take me in. Yet it wasn't pity he gave me, but scorn. "Who do you think we are, girl?" he said. "Jorrvaskr is not an orphanage." And he was right. All my life I'd sought the protection of others, when I should have been learning to protect myself.
We all need to rely on others. Surely you have not come this far without help.
True. There are many times when I have relied on the strength of others, and each time it has only served to hinder my own development. I once travelled with a companion. You might even call him a friend. For years I would rely on him for food, for warmth, and for someone to talk to. But what if the day came when I couldn't summon his aid? And then what would become of me? No, that wasn't going to be my fate.
How did you eventually become a companion?
The wolves will recruit any fighter who is strong
Wolves.
and virtuous, for there are few in this world who are both. My chance came about 7 summers ago, when the city held a tournament to celebrate the birth of the E.L.S.A. son.
What happened at the E.L.S.A tournament?
I was a girl not even flowered, and the crowd behind me laughed and jeered when I requested to enter my name on the archers list. But all went silent when Yule and Greymane vouched for me, and paid for my entrance with a dagger from the Skyforge.
Why do you think Jorlan watched for you?
From his view atop the Skyforge, he'd seen me grow from a child who could barely knock an arrow to one who could bullseye a flea. He watched me train outside Jorrvaskr day and night, in the chills of winter and the rains of spring, so that I could one day earn my way inside. And on that day, there was not an archer in Whiterun whose aim was more true. Not Aethys or E.L.S.A, not even Ayla the Huntress would best me.
Color me impressed. Besting those three is an impressive feat.
I was fortunate. Ayla's a more skillful archer than I, but on that day she was not at her best, and I was never better.
So, this conversation has been extremely revealing to Minerva, right? She does not know at this point that the Circle are werewolves, and now she's learning about them through Fiona in a random encounter in a cave. Wow! Her mind is like, blown, and she's working for the companions. What the hell? Right. Are you an adventurer?
Hardly. In my time with the wolves, I did a lot of small favours, pest control, muscle jobs, or hunting down petty thieves. As someone who spent half her life in the slums and the other half tracking and hunting forest game, this work came easy. Unfortunately, raiding caves, Dralga crypts, ghost ships and spider dens are another matter entirely.
So what does that make you?
I don't know, but I don't have the skills to survive as an adventurer. You need to know which mushrooms are food and which ones are poison. You have to learn how to sleep on a bed of rock and with one eye open. And, as a hunter, you have to get used to the idea of being prey.
True.
The worst part is, you might spend a week in some crypt and have no treasure to show for it. So you also have to learn to handle disappointment. Yet it's not the size of a cave that worries me, but what lives inside it. Particularly the caves marked by the Falmer.
You sound like you almost resent companion work.
Resent is probably too strong of a word. My time with the wolves was disappointing, but only because I had a false impression of who they were.
What did you think the companions could do for you?
As a child, I thought they could protect me. As a woman, I thought they would groom me. It was naive to think so.
Wow.
Wolves may run in packs, but there's a hierarchy, and a competitive one. Whatever skill or strength I gained, I earned on my own.
Wow, what a conversation. Okay. Alright, see you around, and thank you so much for that information on the companions. And now Minerva has a lot of thinking to do.
Alright then.
Oh no. She's working for werewolves? What the hell, man? Wow.
The wolves strode upon great Jorrvaskr to meet the sons of Iskramor. They said, "What are you but a harbinger to leave us hopeless and forlorn?" The wolf bore its back and spread its claws and tore at its own hide. Drink the blood and become my sons, or by dawn you won't survive. And so the pack was born again, as the wolves of Jorrvaskr, to rule in light and sudden death, as the moonlight found her. Mm-hmm.